In this video, we're going over a guide to baby sleep schedules so you know what to expect in that first year. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos or you've taken our course, then you know I am all about following your baby's cues. However, there are still some general guidelines for newborn sleep that can be helpful for you to know. And in this video, I'm gonna go over that. So we're gonna start at 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, and then 9 to 12 months. Now keep in mind these are just averages. Every baby is different. So if your baby is not hitting these, please do not stress. So let's get started with 0 to 3 months. Newborn babies will typically sleep between 14 to 17 hours a day. And notice I didn't say anything about a night and day schedule yet because in the first 3 months, there really isn't one. We're still looking at a total of 14 to 17 hours. Those naps can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. And typically newborns will have to 2 for naps a day. They'll take those naps whenever they're tired, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening. As far as nighttime, there's no set amount of time that they'll go without eating, but I wouldn't leave them longer than 4 to 6 hours. You'll typically see some improvement around month 2. So the second month of life, they'll start getting better at self-soothing, which means they'll start being able to put themselves back to sleep when they wake up during the night. And most of the time they'll only need to eat every 4 to 5 hours. Then once we get to month 3, babies are still sleeping around 14 to 17 hours a day. But now typically around month 3, we'll start to see a little bit more of a defined day-night schedule emerge. Naps will start to be consolidated, meaning they'll take their naps in the morning and the afternoon. And then bedtime will be between 7 and 8 p.m. Bedtime routine should be starting around this age too, where you pick your baby up, maybe do some singing or reading, and then put them down drowsy but awake in their crib. By the end of month 3, you'll see that total sleep time decrease a little bit to 14 to 15 hours. Alright, now let's move on to 6 to 9 months. Around 6 months of age, your baby is still going to be sleeping around 14 to 15 hours a day. This is where we really start to see more of a predictable schedule emerge. Babies at this age are taking 1 to 2 naps a day that are consolidated to the morning or the afternoon. They're also sleeping through the night, meaning they go 8 to 10 hours without waking up to eat. Most babies at this age will still wake up at least once to eat, and then go right back to bed. This is totally normal and still within that safe to sleep guidelines of putting them on their back in a safe crib with no loose bedding, so make sure that you're always checking that safe sleep environment before putting them back down. Around 7 to 8 months of age, that total sleep time is going to decrease to 12 to 15 hours. This is also the age where you can start to introduce a consistent bedtime of 7, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and wake up time of 7, 7:30 or 8 o'clock. This is totally optional, but if you want to try it, you could try it at this age. Now let's talk about 9 to 12 months. From 9 to 12 months, we see that total sleep time decreased to 12 to 14 hours a day. Most babies will be on 1 nap a day at this age. That nap should be happening in the early afternoon, typically between 12 and 2 p.m. As far as bedtime goes, that should be happening between 7 and 8 p.m. with a wake-up time of 7 and 8 a.m. Keep in mind that any of those wake-up times or bedtimes can be plus or minus an hour. So for example, 7 a.m. could mean 6 or 8 a.m. The reason why there is such a big range is because babies at this age are very different. Some babies are naturally early risers, some babies are naturally later risers. So use this as a guide and work with your baby's natural rhythms rather than fighting them. If you're looking for more detailed information on how much sleep your baby needs, what a safe sleep environment looks like, or how to troubleshoot common sleep issues, check out the Newborn Sleep Guide. It's linked down below. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week.